You were drinking pretty heavily.
Were you there?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence. And yes. It's a fair fight. And see how many people believe or side with you.
Have you seen the recent court proceedings of the trial of Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp? A lot of new evidence has come to life, and it has given Depp a lifeline to hang on to. If you think that's all, you've been living under a rock. Amber is so shocked that she seems to be firing her lawyer over the case, which she just might be losing. Stay tuned to know about those shocking details. Over the last year, Johnny Depp has stepped forward for the first time to tell the world what his marriage with Amber Heard was like, and it has not only won him his fans back, but also shocked the world. Supporters have even started sympathizing and supporting the actor outside the court. The lawsuit has taken a lot of twists and turns since it first started back in 2019. Nowadays, everyone is aware of the case, but what many don't know is that it all started when Amber Heard wrote an op-ed titled, "I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change," published in the Washington Post. It gained traction like crazy. When Depp learned about the article through his lawyers, he was shocked and ended up suing Heard in 2019. Since then, both have been practically living inside courtrooms, suing and countersuing each other. The world was first with Amber, who even got a restraining order against Depp, stating that he had verbally and physically abused her. So far, Depp has testified that he never touched Heard in an assaulting or abusing manner, nor any other woman for that matter. What shocked the world was the fact that Heard was actually the aggressor in the relationship, not Depp. She engaged in angry tirades and demeaning name-calling. Not just that, fights would often escalate into physical violence from Amber's side. The case first started as a Hollywood blockbuster, but has now turned into more of a slow-motion car crash. In the most recent testimony, Depp explained that nothing matters to him other than the truth. Taking the stand, he stated, "I pride myself on honesty, on truth. Truth is the only thing I'm interested in. Lies will get you nowhere, and lies build upon lies. I'm obsessed with the truth, so today is the first opportunity that I've been able to speak about this case in full." So, what is he talking about here? Well, during one of the court sessions, Depp said their relationship was good at first, but after a while, things started to reveal themselves. According to him, Amber was very controlling. She would even react badly if he wanted to stay up and watch TV and she wanted to go to bed. The actor also testified, Heard would slap or shove him when a couple disagreed and once throw a vodka bottle at his hand, cutting off the tip of his right middle finger. This isn't even the worst thing that the world got to know about. Audio recordings and text messages have also been introduced as evidence in the court battle, and they're quite controversial to say the very least. Amber has admitted to hitting Depp in one of the recordings, stating, "I'm sorry that I didn't, hit you across the face in a proper slap. But I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched."
And I watched you lie, and then
I didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You've been a lot of...
Regardless, babe, that's called assault. This was in 2020. Several more tapes have since come to light, each promising further bombshell, and they're being revealed one by one. Before the trial started recently, Depp did say that this court battle would tarnish both of their names, not just hers. And he wasn't kidding. There were a few recordings where he also called Amber names, like the C word, and that if he doesn't leave, it'd turn into a bloodbath. When Depp was put on the stand, Ben Rottenborn, Heard's lawyer, played audio clips and read vulgar text messages sent by Depp, and asked Depp if he read them correctly. Jurors were also made aware of a recording of Heard seemingly urging Depp to come forward as a victim of domestic violence, and appearing to suggest he wouldn't be believed. This is what Heard says. "Tell the world, Johnny, tell them. Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp, a man. I'm a victim too of domestic violence. See how many people believe or side with you."
Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim too of domestic domestic violence. And
Yes.
it's a fair fight. It sees how many people believe or side with you.
That was most interesting part myself. But so yes.
While we're on the subject of Amber's lawyer, let's look at how clueless they were during the trial and how done Depp is with the whole team. In an Instagram post, the video shows Depp trying his best not to laugh at Heard's lawyer, who seems clueless with their questions. When the lawyer claimed, "You were drinking heavily," Depp replied, "Were you there?"
You were drinking pretty heavily.
Were you there?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
The lawyers were taking so long looking for documents, and Depp even mocked them for it. Back to the case. It has also been revealed that Amber took advantage of Depp's childhood trauma. Yes, you heard that right, folks. It's okay to be jealous of Depp's privileged life as a Hollywood A-lister, but that's just on the surface. His Hollywood persona is far from his troubled upbringing as a high school dropout. It has recently been made clear to the whole world that Depp's mother was abusive and suicidal, and how Depp went from small-town Kentucky to Hollywood. The Pirates of the Caribbean star stated when he took a stand in his $100 million defamation trial that he received abuse at the hands of his mother. In a very low voice, Depp gave a small but very detailed description of what living in his house with his other 3 siblings was like. They were terrorized by their volatile and violent mother. Their father was also a victim of abuse. The Hollywood star explained how the family would move quite frequently due to his mother's restless nature. Depp testified, "My mom, her feet were on fire and she had to move, so we moved constantly. So you were always the new kid, and that wasn't ever particularly pleasant."
Just my mom had this. Her feet were on fire and she had to move, so we moved constantly. So you were always the new kid, and that wasn't ever particularly pleasant. Then we moved to Florida.
Throughout his childhood, Depp said that his mother's abuse towards the family was very constant, unpredictable, and nobody in the house was spared. With almost tears in his eyes, he said she could become quite violent, and she was quite violent, and she was quite cruel. There was physical abuse, certainly, which could be in the form of any ashtray being flung at you, or you get beat with a high-heeled shoe, or a telephone, or whatever's handy. When the father couldn't take it anymore, he walked out on the family when Depp was just 15 years old. That's when he became the man of the house. This is one of the reasons Depp was so insecure with the whole case and the fact that Amber accused him of the abuse. It does seem like Amber used his childhood trauma against him in this case. What do you guys think? In the start, both Depp and Heard appeared to be confident enough in their narratives to file a lawsuit. However, now this thing is turning into shambles. The verdict of the trial will be eagerly awaited, but this is already a heartbreaking story. Depp and Heard's relationship was clearly dysfunctional, and now we're witnessing the fallout of that relationship in front of our eyes. Regardless of who you believe, it's one of Hollywood's most tragic stories. Usually when cases are this big and hundreds and millions of dollars are involved, it's very important to have the context of both people. Before, we just had the version Heard told us about, but now that the recordings have been introduced, we also know Depp's side of the argument. He has also sent some verbal abuses towards Amber, but so has she. From the testimony, we're now seeing that this narrative of just blaming Depp was wrong. Depp had every reason and motive not to harm Amber. The damage has been done to both parties, and even the lawyers are seeing that now. While Johnny's testimony is not over, it is already painting a picture of what he went through. This makes us remember the fact that things aren't always what they appear. We have already seen with this new evidence arising, Amber and her lawyers seem clueless and are looking for more evidence against the Hollywood A-list actor. There have been rumors of Amber firing her lawyer J. Benjamin Rottenborn due to his bad performance in the case. We don't know how real those rumors are, and no official statement has been made. But considering how this case is going, it wouldn't be surprising if Amber does end up changing her lawyers. However, there's no guarantee that changing lawyers would help now. Lawyers may be master liars, but it seems Depp knows what he's doing and just might win this one. We'll just have to wait and see. And that's it for today, folks. Stay tuned for more updates on these two. We are just starting out, and we will discover the truth. Goodbye for now.